We are back with the Screen Team on today's Talk 930 KWOC. The show is brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to us. Poplar, Bluff Drywall, commercial and residential. Give them a call, 714-3127. Poplar, Bluff Drywall, we rock. And also Fearless Social. And Sabrina, I know you put together a big team for the St. Patty's Day Chamber of Commerce Trivia Night. How did the Fearless Social group do?
We did not win any trophies, but we did have a good time, and we had matching shirts, and I had green hair.
You did have green hair, and you looked fantastic with that green hair.
Isn't that weird?
I couldn't keep my eyes off of you.
Yeah, we're a little weird, yeah.
Why am I weird? Because I like you and I find you attractive. Why is that weird? Because
you found me attractive with green hair. It was a good time, though, and props to the team at Chamber of Commerce for putting on a fun event.
It was a great event, and, of course, you won a nice little door prize.
I did.
Some Buffalo Wild Wing sauce.
Yum, yum, yum.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, thank you to Fearless Social for putting that together and putting a team together. That was fun. Want to remind folks to go to our website at www.screenteampb.com. You can check out bios of all of our Screen Team reviewers like Chelsea and Sabrina and Kadam and Matt Whitworth, and the whole group is on there. So check them out at screenteampb.com. Our next film we're going to review is called Big Hero 6. It's a 2014 3D computer animated film, which won Best Oscar for Best Animated Film, by the way, this year.
It won the Best Oscar.
Best Oscar. What did I say?
That's what you said.
You know what? You try doing this, and I'll go on that end. We'll see how well you do.
You really don't want me to do that.
Big Hero 6, what's the story about, guys?
Big Hero 6 is about a crazy, mixed-up, unbelievably fantastic world called San Tokyo. Isn't that right?
Yes.
I said it, San Francisco or something like that.
I think so. I think that's
right.
And
it's just a bewildering experience to go through the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie trying to figure out where are they and why do they look one way and speak another? And that threw me a little bit. I could have used a little more explanation in the beginning of what I was watching, but that said, that's really my only complaint, because once I figured out what was going on, I was all over it. It's about a young boy and his older brother who have had to live with their aunt, and they're geniuses. They're just brilliant geniuses that create amazing robotic machines and devices. And the older brother works at a research institute type place,
like a college.
Yeah, and he has created this robot that is covered with a big vinyl fluffiness of air, and his name is Baymax, and he is a personal health care provider. And he is brought to life by the word ouch. So basically, we get introduced to him because the older brother is trying to get the younger brother to quit playing games, and he's only, 13, you know?
He's like Doogie Howser.
Yeah,
man.
But he's graduated from high school and all kinds, and he just doesn't know what to do with himself. He's too smart for everything. So he introduces him to Baymax, and then the kid figures out, I've got to go here. I want to do this. And then there's a catastrophe, and the rest of the story is the young brother trying to find his place in the world and avenge his brother. And at the same time, he takes every aspect of Baymax, and he basically wants to use him for revenge, but there's the instilled goodness in the programming of Baymax that contradicts that, and the young boy basically learns a lot of life lessons within a short time, and through the help of some very amazing friends and coworkers.
Sure.
Very well done.
Thanks.
Very well done.
Thanks.
So, okay, we've got the movie Big Hero 6, and a great explanation there from Sabrina. Chelsea, this is, I believe, one of your favorite movies, correct?
It is.
You really dig this one.
I do.
Why?
I don't know. I just love Baymax's character.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he is programmed, but at the same time, you can just feel that he wants to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just funny because of due to the programming. He doesn't really understand some of the emotional battles that the child is going through.
Puberty.
Right.
Pubescent mood swings.
Yes.
And so, it's really nice to watch him download things to help him understand so that he can help with his patient, to be able to cope with, the loss of his brother and everything like that. And, I like that he doesn't tell him that he can't do things like some of the things that he's built and things like that. He encourages so that it'll help him come out of his pubescent mood swings, I guess.
And grief.
And grief. That's the word. Yes. And so I like the support that he gave. So it was pretty cool.
But you really like this movie because it's like in your top 10, right?
It is.
Wow.
It is.
I
I have like, I have pictures of Baymax all over my phone, and he's actually my profile picture at work whenever I'm
Nice.
using the messaging system at work. I may or may not have the soundtrack, so this is a big movie for me.
Big deal for Chelsea.
So
man.
we see a new costume in your future?
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna be Baymax for Halloween.
There must be something wrong with me because like everybody I've talked to loves Big Hero 6 except me.
But I pictured, like Fred's character was close to your personality.
Fred?
Yeah.
I mean the guy who dressed up as a dragon.
Well, I
and-
want to be a dragon. Oh, yeah, by the way. I'm also the dragon.
I just like the underwear scene where he was talking about recycling, and he says, it was
Let's see if she gets this right.
okay. So I start out, and then I wear front to back, and then I flip them inside out, and then I front to back again.
He has like 4 days he can go through a pair of underwear without ever touching the same spot every day. It's pretty gross.
That is pretty gross.
And that made me think of Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I can assure the world that he does not switch his underwear around like that. He is a one pair of guy a day.
One
Pair
pair
a
of
day a guy. Yeah.
Oh
You're
my
a
God.
clean freak when it comes to your undies.
That's nice.
That is nice. Thanks for telling the whole world
Yeah.
that. I appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Because we are
And this
streaming
Baymax moment brought to you by...
We are streaming at KWOC.com, so the whole world is definitely listening to that bit of information.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
9.5 right now. I think I need to give this movie another watch because the first time I watched it, I wasn't overly impressed. But everybody I talked to, man, everybody. Oh, did you watch Big Hero 6? Love it. Did you watch it? Love it. So
Yeah, you need to reconnect with what the rest of the world likes and quit being your old grumpy self.
really,
Yeah.
So you want me to conform and not be an individual, right?
No, I want you to reconnect. I respect the fact that you're willing to give the movie another look.
Yeah.
And that's all anybody could ask is that you don't be so fixed on your opinion that you can't look at the movie or anything else going on in the world through another person's eyes.
All right. So before we go, obviously this is a family movie. Our little toddler is going to like this film.
I figure that there's plenty of opportunity for that. My cousin's 3-year-old just is fascinated with Baymax.
Yeah.
Do they get the entire concept of the movie? Probably not. But the beauty of that is that they can grow with it. So, yeah, it's definitely one that any of the kids can watch. But, with any movie where there's tragedy and stuff like that, you might want to open yourself up to having conversations before you're necessarily ready because it's quite emotional.
It is emotional.
I cry every time.
It's like watching Bambi.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can't even.
All right. Maybe we'll talk about something more pleasant. We'll talk about princesses and princes and fairy godmothers and
Happily ever afters.
let's do it, man. We'll do Cinderella next on today's Talk 930 KWOC.